So I'm continuing with organic chemistry. So I'm writing some reactions and products. Just you have to identify that the written products are correct or not. So these are 4 reactions and products I have written. You have to identify which are correct here. This is calcium hydroxide iodine, I2.
Sir, ABCD.
ABCD. Check once more.
Sir, BCD.
BCD. That is also not correct.
Sir, are A and D correct, sir?
A and
D.
A and B are correct. But
D, sir.
Sir, A, B, D, sir.
A,
D,
B,
sir.
D. Okay, that is the answer. Except C, all are correct.
Yes, sir.
C is wrong. A, B, and D are correct. Now I told the answer, so those you have not got can try to get it. C is wrong, remaining all are correct. Okay, so I'm explaining this question now. First, to see option A. This is reacted with 1 equivalent of magnesium. Here you have bromine. So this is the reaction of alkyl halide with magnesium. Grignard reagent will be formed. Here you have carbon chlorine bond also, but you know, in the formation of Grignard reagent, this bromine will be more reactive than chlorine. So if there is only 1 equivalent of magnesium, formation of Grignard reagent will happen here at this carbon bromine bond. The carbon bromine bond is less stronger as compared to carbon chlorine. So during that reaction with magnesium, this carbon bromine bond will break and you will get Grignard reagent. So it will become MgBr Here you have chlorine. Now, after the formation of Grignard reagent, this carbon atom which is connected to magnesium, that behaves like carbon ion. It behaves as if it were a carbon ion. So tell me now next what reaction we're expecting? What should happen after this?
Internal acid-base reaction.
Base reaction.
There will be acid-base reaction because the hydrogen which is bonded to nitrogen, that is slightly acidic in nature. This carbon which is having negative charge is strongly basic. So there will be acid-base reaction now and will take this acidic hydrogen from here. Then this bonded pair will move to nitrogen and negative charge will develop at that nitrogen. This will be formed. Now next, this N minus, this is nucleophile, and if you see this part, then this is alkyl halide. So internal nucleophilic substitution will take place and this will attack on this carbon atom, replace the chlorine. Now this chlorine which is connected to this carbon will be replaced and a new bond between this carbon and this nitrogen will be formed. Now see this compound which you have got, is it the same which was written there?
Yes.
So this is the same which was written there. So this option A is correct. Now the option B. Here they have taken acetophenone and it is reacted with sodium azide in the presence of methyl sulfonic acid. Sodium azide will have azide ion as the nucleophile that will ionize to give Na plus and N3 minus. So this is azide ion. So that is a nucleophile and this nucleophile will attack on this carbon atom, pi bond will move to oxygen. So product of this step I am writing here. So this is the product of this step. Now after that, if you write the resonating structure, you can write resonating structure in this way. This negative charge you can delocalize this side and this pi bond you can shift to nitrogen. This negative charge and this pi bond. This one and this pi bond, these are in conjugation. So resonance can happen here. Now just to see this resonating structure, here we have got this N triple bond N, and this nitrogen is having positive charge. So obviously this will have very high tendency to depart in the form of nitrogen gas, which is highly stable. But can anyone suggest what will happen exactly in this system?
Really? Wolf rearrangement will have.
Yeah, tell again.
Sir, rearrangement of that anion and phenyl ring and into gas at the same time, like Wolf rearrangement.
Okay. So that rearrangement will take place. This negative charge which is present on nitrogen, that will delocalize between nitrogen and carbon. Here formation of pi bond will take place. Then this phenyl group will migrate from carbon to this nitrogen, and then this nitrogen will go out in the form of nitrogen gas. This kind of rearrangement we have discussed earlier also. It is very similar to one particular rearrangement. What is that?
Hoffman.
So if you rearrange it, you will get this thing. Now after that, what next will you do?
Tautomerize.
Tautomerize it, or you see here you have methyl sulfonic acid.
Yeah.
This methyl sulfonic acid is strongly acidic. So this O minus can take proton from here and it will become OH. Now tautomerize it. You will get this product. So this way this option B is also correct. Now check option C. This is reacted with one equivalent of concentrated HBr. HBr is acid, so that will give H plus. That is one equivalent only. So either this nitrogen will be protonated or this oxygen will be protonated. You know, nitrogen also has one lone pair of electron, oxygen has two lone pair of electron. And it is very easy to predict which is going to be protonated, which will be protonated.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, that is more basic, that will get protonated. So this nitrogen will be protonated here. It will have a positive charge then. Now, this pi bond and this positive, this pi bond and this pi bond, these two are in conjugation. And N plus is very strong electron withdrawing group also. So there will be resonance here and flow of electron density will be towards this N plus. So if you write the resonating structure, you can write this structure. This will come NH2. Here you will have pi bond, and at this place you will have positive charge. Now, what will you do next? We have added H plus. It is concentrated HBr. So even water is not there. So H plus addition has been done, but Br minus is available. So now this Br minus will attack on this positively charged carbon, and we will get this product. Here you have NH2. Now after that, the next step you must have understood. What is the next step?
Tautomerase.
What will happen after this?
Tautomerase.
Tautomerization. At this carbon you have one hydrogen, so it will tautomerize now. So this is the product. The given product is slightly different from this. They have changed the position of bromine. They have kept bromine at this carbon. So that's why this answer is given reaction is not correct. This is the correct reaction. Now, next option, they've given you this compound. This is reacted with iodine in the presence of calcium hydroxide. Reacted with iodine in the basic solution. You must have understood what reaction is this. Which reaction is this?
Haloform.
This is haloform reaction. So at this carbon, one iodine is already there. In this reaction, what will happen? Remaining two hydrogen will also be replaced by iodine. This is iodoform reaction or haloform reaction. So these two hydrogen are also going to be replaced by iodine. So first you will get this product. Then, base from hydroxide solution, calcium hydroxide solution will attack on this carbon, and this will come out as Ci3 minus. Mechanism is known to you, so all the steps I won't write. So it will come COOH, and this will be Ci3 minus. Then there will be acid base reaction, and you will get this product. You will get salt of carboxylic acid and iodoform. Now see this salt of carboxylic acid which you have got. What kind of salt is this? This is actually calcium salt of this carboxylic acid because you have taken calcium hydroxide. You know, if you take sodium hydroxide there, then this will be simply COONA. That will be sodium salt of carboxylic acid. If you take potassium hydroxide, it will be COOK, potassium salt. But you have taken calcium hydroxide there. So in this case, you are going to get calcium salt of that carboxylic acid. Since electrovalency of calcium is 2, this will be taken 2 times. So you'll get calcium salt of this carboxylic acid. Now this is heated. Now if you heat it, what reaction will take place? You are heating calcium salt of carboxylic acid.
Dry
Distillation.
distillation of calcium salts.
That is dry distillation of calcium salt, and all of you know how to write the product of that reaction. This salt you have got, if it is heated strongly, then from here calcium carbonate will come out. And after that, this carbon atom will get connected to this benzene ring and you will get ketone. This is the product. And I think that product only was given. Do it fastly. Identify A and B. This is para-nitrobenzaldehyde. The product A, which is obtained, it is heated with para-nitrobenzaldehyde in the presence of sodium acetate.
Sir, A is ethanoic anhydride.
A is ethanoic anhydride. Okay. Next, what is B?
Para-nitrocinamic acid.
Para-nitrocinamic acid. Others also do. Which reaction is the first one? What is the name of that reaction? That is a name reaction.
Bayer-Villiger
Bayer-Villiger
oxidation.
oxidation.
Right. The first reaction is Bayer-Villiger oxidation. In Bayer-Villiger oxidation, if you take diketone 1,2 diketone, then you know the product will be anhydride. So when this 1,2 diketone, this is reacted with magnesium monoperoxythalate MMPP, Bayer-Villiger oxidation will take place here. And you will get acid anhydride. That will be ethanoic anhydride or acetic anhydride. Now this acetic anhydride is reacted with para-nitrobenzaldehyde. This is para-nitrobenzaldehyde, you can understand. In the presence of sodium acetate. This is also a very important name reaction. What reaction is this?
Perkins condensation.
Perkins condensation. So this reaction is Perkins condensation. Perkins reaction. And you know, in Perkins reaction, the product is alpha beta unsaturated carboxylic acid. So the product is going to be this here. This is a product which is nothing but para-nitrocinamic acid. Do this question. This compound is heated with acid. What is the product of the reaction? Have you completed? Can anyone tell what reaction is expected here?
Sir, acetal will break.
Acetal will break. Fine. Any other thing?
Sir, that extra ketone will get automerized and that small ring can also open in that case.
A small ring can also open. Fine. So if you've understood this much, then you must have got the answer. That is only going to happen here. Now you are adding acid, so this acetal will definitely break. And this will come out as ethylene glycol. So this ester will break and you will get here ethylene glycol. And after that, at this carbon, ketonic group will reappear. Carbon oxygen double bond will form here. So this will reappear. Now, here you see you have one 3-membered ring. And this 3-membered ring, if it is reacted with HBr, suppose you take the example of HBr, does the reaction happen or not? Does the cyclopropane react with HBr? Cyclopropane will react with HBr. Here 3-membered ring will open up and you will get this product CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. So if you have 3-membered ring or 4-membered ring, means if you have cyclopropane or cyclobutane, then that reacts with this kind of reagent and ring opening happens. So here you are adding electrophile and this is a 3-membered ring. So definitely this 3-membered ring will open up. Now you have to find out where will you add this H plus. This ring has to be opened, so where you need to add this H plus. Suppose if you want to add H plus here, then this bonded pair you need to shift to this carbon and then you have to create positive charge here. That is one way. Are you able to get it? You try to add H plus at this carbon, then you need to shift this bonded pair here. If you are shifting this bonded pair here, then positive charge will develop at this carbon. Or other possibility is you add H plus here at the same carbon and break this bond, shift this bonded pair to this carbon. Means during addition of H plus to this carbon, you need to break either this bond or this bond. If you are breaking this bond and shifting this bonded pair of electron to this carbon, then at this carbon's negative charge will come, then H plus you can add here. Or if you are breaking this bond and shifting this bonded pair of electron to this carbon, then at the same carbon negative charge will come and H plus you can add at this carbon. Now, if you are breaking this bond, then positive charge will develop here. If you are breaking this bond, then positive charge will develop. So obviously it is very clear that when we add H plus to this cyclopropane system, at one of the carbons positive charge is going to develop. So we have to open the ring in such a way that the developing positive charge will be more stable. So obviously developing positive charge will be more stable at this carbon. So you need to open the ring from this side. Means you break this bond and shift this bonded pair of electron to this carbon, you will get negative charge here, then H plus you can add to this carbon and positive charge will develop here. So I will write that directly in this way. At this carbon we have added H plus. Now here one methyl group is already there and positive charge will come over. So this will be formed. Now If positive charge develops at this carbon, then from the adjacent carbon, H plus can be removed and formation of pi bond can take place. And you see, if you remove H plus from here and form pi bond between these two carbons, then you will get conjugated system. So you need to remove H plus from here. One hydrogen is removed from here and make pi bond between these two carbons so that you can get a conjugated system. So this is the product of this reaction.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have gone by different mechanism, but I got the same product, sir. Can I tell my mechanism, sir? Is it
Yeah,
right or wrong?
you can tell.
Sir, I have protonated the oxygen on the CO bond, sir. I have protonated the oxygen. And then I shifted the pi bond between the carbon and oxygen towards the oxygen, sir. So that we'll get a positive charge on the carbon, sir.
Okay.
So that positive charge will be stabilized by bent orbital resonance and heteroatom resonance, no, sir. So I have written I have shifted the one of the bond of the three-membered ring towards the positive charge carbon, so that we'll get the same carbocation as you have got.
If you see, this mechanism is also indirectly that thing only.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Indirectly, we are doing the similar thing. We have not created positive charge here. Whatever you are telling is correct. If you create positive charge here, then it will look like that this carbocation is more stable.
Yes, sir.
But indirectly, we have done the similar thing.
Okay, sir.
Important thing is here in the question that if you are finding this kind of ring, three-membered ring or four-membered ring, and if you are adding any electrophile, then you have to keep in mind that you have to somehow open that three-membered or four-membered ring also. That won't be retained in the final product. That will be open.
Yes. Understood. Thank you, sir.
So this reaction is yet an evident product also. You have to find out, is the written product correct or not. The product which I have written, is it the correct product of the reaction or not? Has anyone identified which name reaction is this?
There is it courteous.
Courteous rearrangement. Fine. So if you remember the mechanism of courteous rearrangement, then you will definitely get it.
Sir, given product is correct on this.
Correct. It's correct one. See, this is acid azide. When this acid azide is heated, courteous rearrangement happens, and you know what you're going to get here first. What intermediate will be formed here when you hit this acid azide?
Isocyanate.
Nitrine and then
First nitrine will be formed. So first you will get this intermediate. This acid azide will decompose to give you this nitrate. And after that, courteous rearrangement will happen here. Where this lone pair will delocalize between nitrogen and carbon. And then this group which is connected to this carbon, the entire group will migrate from carbon to nitrogen. This only happens in courteous rearrangement. This is courteous rearrangement only, nothing else. So now this entire group will migrate from carbon to nitrogen. So see, this carbon atom is right now connected to this CO group. Now in the product that will get connected to nitrogen. And there will be a double bond between carbon and nitrogen. So you can write this product in this way. This will be C double bond O. There will be double bond with nitrogen also. And then this carbon, this entire part that will connect it to nitrogen. So that is CH2 carbon. One more CH2. C double bond O. This is NH2. This will form. Now think what more can happen here.
From nitrogen we can attack on carbon.
Right. So now this carbon is highly electron deficient from both the sides. It is connected to highly electronegative atoms. So this nitrogen has a lone pair of electron. It can be have as nucleophile and attack on this carbon. Then pi bond will move to oxygen. So you will get a cyclic system. And you're going to get here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 member ring. This oxygen will have negative charge. Now here you have nitrogen with double bond. Now this is CH2, another CH2. Then here you have C double bond O. here you will have NH2, which will have a positive charge. Now, here resonance is possible. If you write the resonating structure, this negative charge will come here and pi bond will move to nitrogen. So this you will get. Now, see this one, this nitrogen has got negative charge and this nitrogen is having positive charge, and there are two hydrogens here. So obviously these hydrogens which are connected to this positively charged nitrogen will be acidic, and this nitrogen is basic. So it will be internal acid base reaction, and this N minus will take H plus from here. So it will come NH. This will also be NH. Here we will have double bond O. This product will come. I think this is a given product also, correct? So given product is, this is this internal proton transfer or internal acid base reaction. Okay, so I'm completing for the day. Tomorrow again I will discuss some more questions.
Thank you, sir.